Good morning. How are you, Maddox?
Good, you?
Good. All right, so good morning. I just want to show you what we're working on very quickly, then we're going to get to work. Today is Tuesday, May 5th of 2020, and we're going to review how to create and construct histograms. So real quick, a histogram is a bar graph that shows the number of data items that occur in each interval. There are no gaps. So what you're doing is you're creating bar graphs, but you're not having any spaces. The frequency will tell you how many times something shows up. When you get to 5, you make that slash, the bundle. The slash shows 5 and each additional line is 1. So today we're going to review that skill. So I'm going to take it over to you now. We're going to now go to page 2. Okay, so can you read page 2 quickly for us, please?
A
Well, we're
manager
going to show your work.
a manager at Lord and Taylor is interested in the distance that the employees travel to work each day. She asks each employee how many miles the store is from his or her home and received the following answers: 1, 2, 6, 7, 12, 13, 2, 6, 9, 5, 18, 7, 3, 15, 15, 4, 17, 1, 14, 4, 16, 4, 5, 8, 6, 5, 18, 5, 2, 9, 11, 12, 1, 9, 2, 10, 11, 4, 10, 18, 8, 8, 4, 14, 7, 3, 2, 6, 13, 4.
Okay.
14, I mean.
Now, you're going to go over you're going to present your tally table to the people. Present the table tally to the class.
So basically, all I did was at first I was reading through the miles section and it wants me to find out for the first one through 3, how many numbers are there from 1 through 3. So I took my pencil, obviously, because that's the only thing we could use, and
Mm-hmm.
I circled each number 1 through 3, and the answer I ended up getting was 10, and that equals to 2 bundles on the tally section.
Good.
Now, 4 through 6 is 13, which is 2 bundles and 3 tallies on the tally section. 7 through 9 was 9, which is 1 bundle and 4 tallies. 10 through 12 is 6, which is 1 bundle, 1 tally. 13 through 5 is 1 bundle, 2 tallies, which is 7. And the last one, 16 through 18, is 5 tallies, which is 1 bundle, and the frequency is 5. So then it asked for the total, and I just added them up, and I got 50.
Perfect. Show this paper to the screen, sir. All right. Now let's go to page 3. We got to create the histogram. Can you present the work to the screen and talk about it, or you need to see it in front of you?
Wait, present the histogram?
Yeah.
So I took the data that I got from page 2 and I recorded it onto the bar graph. So basically what I did was I put a 0 at the corner because that's the point where that's the origin, and
Mm-hmm.
then I moved one box away, and then I used 3 boxes. I did 3 boxes, and then I kept on going 3 boxes right next to each other, and as I did that I wrote lines to divide them, and then on the sides for the frequency numbers I went 1 box up, which is just 0, skip 2, skip. So I had to count by fours because the greatest number was 14. And yeah, I did
All right.
little designs just so I can divide them.
Wait, put it back a second. It was a little blurry. Please. It was really clear when you showed the other page. Let's see if we can get a clear image if we zoom in.
It doesn't like focus well.
Well, it just did. Move it back just a little bit. It's a little blurry, but all right. Now talk to us. How did you find the range?
So range is least the greatest number. You take away the least number from the greatest number, and the greatest number here is 13, and the least number is 5. So 13 minus 5 equals 8, which
Excellent.
is your range. The
Good.
mean, it asks for the mean for question 2, so you take the sum because at the first at page 2, you have to find the total, and the total is 50, and then you take the numbers that you have in the frequency, you count how many there are, which is 6, you divide 50 by 6, and then your sum will end up being, your quotient will be 8.3.
Good, perfect. Now you're clear. Now try to hold up your paper. You were just clear. Now you're all pixelated. So again, on number 1, the range was 8, and on number 2, the mean was 50 divided by 6 is 8.33. All right, Maddox. On page 4, when you read the question about Bob's Burgers, can you answer how many meals could belong in the intervals of 10.99 through 13.99? What letter did you choose?
I chose answer choice B. So what I did, it's like what I did on the second, on page 2, where I circle the numbers as I go. So 10.99 to 13.99, which is basically just counting from 11 to 13. So there ended up being 8 numbers from when I crossed them off. So that is the answer, choice B.
Okay, so how many meals could be between 10.99 and 13.99? The answer is B8. How many meals could be between the intervals of 5.99 and 9.99? Just say the answer.
5.
Good. What is the range of the data presented? What from what?
17 from 6.
Good. 17 minus 6 is?
17 minus 6 is 11.
Good. What is the maximum, which is the highest amount of money?
The maximum is 17.
Good. What is the lowest, the minimum?
6.
Okay, and then the other question at the bottom, based on this, would you explain there? That's an opinion. We're not going to go over that now, but hold on, Max. I just want to present this page. Okay, so this was this page, which is page 4. I just want to quickly show you guys. This is what page 3 looks like. Okay, it was a little unclear on the student side.
Yeah, it's a little pixelated.
That's okay. And then this is what he was talking about the histogram on page 2.
No, you're
Now,
pixelated, like it's like blocking off some of the work.
mine?
Yeah, yours is pixelated, so it's not
Oh,
fully
okay.
seeable.
All
Yeah,
right, let's
so
do.
that.
Okay, let's do now page 5. It looks like this, folks. All right, Maddox, we're going to take it back to you now.
Now,
Talk to me about
this
it.
is practice problem 3, and is the question asks says the annual amount of rainfall for 25 cities was recorded and is shown in the histogram below. The question is, how many cities could have an annual rainfall of 28.5 to 32.5 inches?
Okay, so Maddox, before you go any farther, there needs to be a correction. So we're going to change the 28.5 to 28, and we're going to change the 32.5 to 32, folks. So now it should be between 28 inches and 32 inches. The answer is still on the chart. So real quick, Maddox, you're going to go to the chart. You're going to write down the numbers. So the box on 26, what number of cities is that? How many cities for 26 inches?
How many cities on 26 inches?
Mm-hmm.
That is 3.
3. So write a 3 in there. How
Okay.
many inches of rain? How many cities are there when there's 28 inches of rain?
2.
2. How many cities are there when there are 32 inches of rain?
32, that's 6.
Yeah, but you forgot one.
Oh,
I think you
4,
forgot.
4.
Okay. Um, how many inches of rain are there between like 32 to 34? How many inches? You just said it before.
6.
Good. And the one that's close to like 34 to 36 is how many inches of rain? I
That's
mean,
7.
good. And then the one that's like 36 to 38 is how many cities?
3.
Okay, so now that you got that, I'll show the paper in a moment. How many cities could have an annual rainfall of 28 inches to 32 inches? So you're going to go to the box. You're going to read 28 is how many inches? How many cities?
Okay. 28 is 2 cities.
How many cities for 30?
30 is 4.
How many cities for 32?
6.
So when you add up 6 plus 4 plus 2, what answer choice do you get?
12.
12. Okay. What
So
is the
choose
title?
B.
Yeah, D. What is the title of the graph?
The annual amount of rainfall for 25 cities.
Good. What is the x-axis?
The x-axis is the annual rainfall in
Good.
inches.
Good. And then the second one says, what is the x? It should see, what is the y-axis? So what is the y-axis?
The number of cities.
And what is the mode? Which inches shows up the most?
Sorry, right now I'm fixing this.
No problem.
Because it says X on mine for the y-axis.
No, that's what I said.
Instead.
I made a mistake. One should say X, one should say Y. So the y-axis is the number of cities.
Number of cities and amount of rainfall, annual rainfall. Annual rainfall. Okay, now it says what is the mode of the histogram. So the mode is the one that shows up the most, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the mode would be 7 because it's the highest number there, and that's 7 cities where the same amount of annual rainfall comes through. So
Okay,
it would
awesome.
be 7.
Well, yes, but it would be 34 inches of rain.
Yeah, that.
Look, 34 inches of rain. So here's what he's talking about. This X, the second X gets to a Y. Okay, and here we numbered everything. We labeled X and Y because remember we have a title X, Y, and we label, then we answer. So the Y axis over here should be number of cities, and the mode, which shows up the most, is 34 because it's 7 cities. Okay, we're now going to move on to this page, okay, which is going to be page 6. I just want to say that the conclusion, you're going to do those on your own. I just want to go over the question. That's what's important right now.
Okay.
Can you read that for us?
Okay. The histogram below represents the results of a survey conducted from a local university asking recent graduates the amount of their first year salary. How many recent graduates make less than $44,000?
All right. So first off, you got to first label the graph. So from 0 to 10,000, how many employees made that money?
From 0 to 10, 0.
No.
Yeah, 0
Zero.
people.
There's not 0 people. There's a bar on there. What does
No,
the bar read?
there's a bar on 11 to 21.
You might not see it on your paper, but it's there.
Oh,
Look,
it's a bar.
yeah. Sorry, you didn't see that. 50, right? From 11 to 21, it's 300 when you read it. I'm just going to help you out a little
Where's my
bit.
pencil? Found
From
it.
22 from 22 to 33, it's 250 because it's in between 200 and 300. The next interval, 33,000 to 43,000 is 400 people or employees. 44,000 to 54,000 is 550. 55 50 65,000 was 450. Then the next one, 66 76 was 250. The next one, 77 87 was 350. And then 88,000 and up, which is the plus sign, is 100. So now it asks you, right? It asks you how many recent graduates make less than 44,000. So you're going to add up the intervals I circled, 0 to 10, 11 to 20, 11 to 21, 22 to 32, 33 to 42, 43, 400 and 250 is 650, right? Then 300 and 350 is 4. So 6 plus 4 gives me 1,000. 1,000 recent graduates earned less than 44,000, which is pretty typical because you usually have a bachelor's degree, and that was like what the starting rate is. When you go to grad school and get your master's, usually you get a higher salary.
Wait,
All
you
right?
get paid?
Yeah, you get paid when you get a college degree and you make a salary. That annual salary is what you get for the year, which there are 12 months, and most jobs you get paid twice a month. That means every 2 weeks. You get the
Okay.
same amount of money. So the more schooling you have, the more annual salary you will make. So the conclusion, you're going to make that on your own. But what I did is that 550 employees made $44,000 to $54,000 a year. I used my histogram to come up with what I saw. Okay, so on the conclusion part, you're going to write what you noticed when we're done. All right, Maddox, let's go do practice problem 5, which we did do this one. I think we did do this one yesterday.
Wait, so how many people was it? 50 plus 300, that's 350 plus 250 equals 600 plus...
No. 400 plus 250 is 650. Is that what you did?
No, I did 50 plus 300 plus 250. Now plus 400, that's 1,000.
Right, so it's choice C.
Okay.
All right. All right. We did problem 5 yesterday. I'm pretty sure we did that exact question because you and I had a debate. Remember?
Oh yeah, the National Climate Data Center.
Yeah, so I'm just going to show that real quick. Okay, you can go back and do that one. So we did have this question yesterday. I made a repeat. Sorry about that. But here's the answers and yearly, the number of inches of rainfall and the frequency. Okay, so here it is.
The first question was done yesterday too.
Yes, it was. So here it is. We're not going to go over that. That's just silly. That was my mistake. And then my page didn't have anything, but yours, you're going to create the histogram. That looks like this.
Okay.
Okay, so we did that one yesterday. So, but we are going to go over page 10 though. Maddox is going to read us page 10, which is number 6 on the paper. And it looks like this, Maddox. Hold on, Maddox. Let me just show the paper. All right, it looks like this. Mine's in color, yours is in black and white.
That's page...
Okay, so this is the...
That's page 9.
Okay. Oh, okay, this is page 9 for you. Okay, this question, which is page 9. Thanks, Maddox. All right. Can you read what we have to do there? We're almost done.
The histogram below shows the scores of Mrs. Smith's first block class at Red Rock Middle School. If an 85 is the lowest score a student can earn to receive a B, how many students last received at least a B?
So they have to get an 85 and up. So how many students got an 85 or higher? Look on
6.
the histogram. That one, 6 and 85 and up.
6 and 4, which is 10.
Good, so circle B, perfect. Now, it says state the 9 intervals of the histogram. Well, are the intervals on the test scores or are they the frequency? What are the intervals?
The intervals are the test scores.
Good, so give them to me in order and write them down where it says 6A, 1 to 9. Go.
Wait, what? State the 9 intervals. Aren't the intervals like 29 to that?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So give them to me in order. Go.
29 to 36, 37 to 44, 45 to 52, 53 to 60, 61 to 68. Right? That says 68.
Perfect.
68, and then 76. 69 to 76. 69 to 76. 77 to 84 to 84. 85 to 92. And lastly, 93 to 100.
Okay. Now, you're going to take the intervals on B. You see how there's 3 columns, right? You're going to rewrite those intervals in order. You're going to give me the tally from the graph and give me the frequency. Go.
All right. Ow, ow, ow. There's not enough space on this.
Huh?
There's not enough space on the interval line. Wait, how many?
There is. Look. There's 9. There's 9 of these.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I only have 8.
Oh, and then go underneath and add 1. See how I put 93 to 100 underneath? You see that? Maddox, are you there? Did you hear what I said? Okay, did you get it? Now you're muted. I can't hear you.
Oh, can I write zeros for the tallies?
Yeah, just put 0, 0, 0, 0. Yeah, there's nothing to write. We're going to actually speed this up, though. All right, you're doing a really good job, though.
Okay.
So Maddox
So that's 1,
and the
2,
rest,
3,
ooh.
4.
Maddox and the rest, ooh. Try this again. Okay, so we should have 0 up until we get to 60. Then from 61 to 68, it got 3 from the histogram. The next interval was 5. The next was 7. Then it was 6 and 4. So that's what you should have. Now, if you label the histogram, it's easier for you to get the frequency chart. Okay?
I'm writing this down.
All right, I'm going to take the paper away in 10, 9, because I want you to be able to finish up. We're almost done. 8, 7,
Done.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So on page 11, or actually, hold on. Let me go back to that. At the bottom, whatever page it is, where it says extension problem number 1, okay? This is for you to do alone. You're going to create your own histogram and your own problem. So here you're going to write your own problem, make your own table up, whatever intervals you want. Once you have this information created that you make, you're then going to create a histogram.
Wait, that's mandatory?
It's optional.
Okay, I don't like creating my own problems.
Well, you should try to challenge yourself, but we're going to move on now to the exit ticket. Okay? So what you have to do is you have to use this table to create the histogram. You have to create your own frequency. Okay. So 0 to 3, there are 6. I would double check. 4 to 6 would be the next interval. There are 8. And 7 to 9, there were 3. I would double check. When you add them all up, you get 17.
How come you just gotta blurt out the answer to me?
Sorry.
Wait, are you talking about just the intervals?
Yes, these are the intervals, and then
Okay.
the total is 17. You'll see
Oh.
why.
What, the total?
Yeah, when you add up all this, 6 plus 8 plus 7, all these numbers are 17.
Okay. Let me do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
All right. Ready? Now,
1,
Maddox.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay.
There's one more correction, okay? When you're ready, sir.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Maddox, when you're done, go to the histogram you're going to create. It's going to look like this on your own. But I want you to correct the wording here because this is what you're going to see on the exit ticket. It says how many goals were scored in all. So make it say how many goals were scored in all. So cross off what's there because it was very tricky. And how many goals were scored in all is what it should read.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
All right. Are we good?
Wait, how many boxes? That's 1, 2, 3,
So I skipped 4 for each
4.
4.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2,
All
3,
right.
4.
I'm going to hit stop
1,
record now.
2, 3, 4.